What if I told you that there are 7 simple habits that can transform your home into a place of true peace? Have you ever noticed how some homes have a different energy, lighter, quieter, where you feel good just being there? This is no coincidence. There is a science behind this feeling of tranquility, and today I will show you exactly how to create this environment in your own home. The truth is that most people think that organization is just about putting everything in its right place. But what they don't know is that these 7 habits that I'm going to share with you do much more than just organize. They create an atmosphere of calm that you can feel as soon as you enter the room. It's as if the house itself breathes better. If you don't apply these techniques, your home will continue to be just a place where you sleep and eat. But if you stick with me until the end of this video, I'll teach you how to transform it into a true sanctuary of peace. And the best part is that you don't have to spend any money or make any renovations. It's just a matter of knowing which habits to adopt. Get ready, because what I'm about to show you will completely change the way you see your home. Tip 1. Eliminate unnecessary sounds. The first habit for a lighter, quieter home is to identify and eliminate all unnecessary sounds that pollute your environment. You have no idea how many small noises are stealing your peace without you realizing it. I'm talking about that dripping faucet, the noisy fan, the creaky door, the clock that ticks too loudly. These sounds may seem small, but they create a constant tension in your nervous system. It's as if your brain is always on alert, even when you should be relaxing. That's why your house never feels truly quiet, even when no one is making any noise. The solution is to do a sound audit of your home. Walk through every room and write down every sound you hear. That loud humming sound from the refrigerator? It might be time to call a technician. The television that's always on and just making background noise? Turn it off when you're not watching it. The chairs that make noise when you move? Put felt pads on the feet. When you eliminate these unnecessary sounds, something magical happens. Your home will have a pleasant silence, the kind that makes you sigh with relief. You will notice that you can think better, relax more deeply, and even sleep better. It is amazing how our peace of mind is connected to the sound of the environment in which we live. Tip 2. Create visual breathing points. The second habit is to create what I call visual breathing spots. These are strategic empty spaces that allow your eyes to rest as you look around. Most people fill every nook and cranny of their home with objects, thinking that it makes it cozier. But the result is the opposite. It becomes heavy, cluttered, and your eyes have nowhere to rest. Imagine that your eyes are like your lungs. They need space to breathe, to relax. When every surface is full of stuff, it's like you're holding your breath the whole time. That's why you feel tired just looking at certain spaces. To apply this technique, choose a surface in each room and leave it completely free. This could be the coffee table, the sideboard in the living room, the kitchen counter, or the dresser in the bedroom. The important thing is that it is an area that your eyes can easily find when you enter the room. This empty area will act as a visual resting point. The benefits are immediate. Your home will feel larger, cleaner, and much more relaxing. You'll notice that you can concentrate better and that the feeling of clutter will decrease dramatically, even if other corners still have objects. It's as if these breathing points create an overall sense of order and calm throughout your home. Tip 3. Organize by frequency of use. The third habit that will revolutionize your home is to organize everything by frequency of use, not by category. Most people organize by putting similar things together, but this can create a lot more work and clutter than you think. The key is to think about how you actually live your day-to-day life. The problem with organizing by category alone is that you end up putting things you use every day in hard-to-reach places just because they belong there. The result? You're constantly making extra efforts to get the things you need most, and this creates silent stress that you don't even realize. The technique is quite simple. Make a list of the things you use every day, the things you use a few times a week, the things you use a few times a month, and the things you rarely use. The things you use every day should be in the easiest places to reach. The things you rarely use can go higher up or further away. For example, in the kitchen, the cups you use for breakfast go on the lowest shelf, even though that's not the traditional place for cups. The blender you use once a month can go on top of the cabinet. In the living room, the remote control is always in the same easy-to-reach place, not hidden in a drawer. When you organize like this, your home flows better. You move around more easily. You don't waste time looking for things, and you don't create a mess trying to reach what you need. It's like your home is working for you, not against you. If you're enjoying these tips and want to continue receiving content that will transform your home into a peaceful place, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. And tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing where my friends who follow the channel are. Tip 4. Establish transition rituals. The fourth habit is to create transition rituals between the different parts of your day. This means having small actions that you do every time you change activities that help your home stay organized effortlessly. Most people go from one activity to another without making this transition, which is why clutter builds up. Think about it this way. When you come home from work and throw your bag on the couch, leave your shoes in the hallway, and go straight to do something else, you are creating little pockets of clutter. These pockets multiply throughout the day, and by the end of the day, your house will look like a battlefield, even though you haven't done anything special. Transition rituals are small actions that you do automatically. For example, whenever you enter your home, you take 2 minutes to put everything away before sitting down to rest. Whenever you finish cooking, you wipe the counter before eating. Whenever you get up from the table, you leave your plate in the sink. It may seem like a lot of work at first, but it's actually quite the opposite. These rituals save you from having to do major cleaning later. It's much easier to maintain order than to regain it, and they have an incredible psychological benefit. These rituals act as a mental bridge between activities, helping you feel calmer and more in control. When you adopt these rituals, your home will seem to organize itself. You won't need to do those weekend cleaning sprees anymore because the house will naturally stay in order. And the best part is that you'll feel more relaxed because you won't always have that mental list of things to tidy up. Tip 5. Control object entry. The fifth habit is to strictly control what enters your home. This is essential because there is no point in organizing if you continue to accumulate new things without any criteria. The truth is that we live in a society that encourages us to buy and accumulate all the time, but our home has a physical and energetic limit. Every object that comes into your home needs a place to stay, time to care for it, and mental energy to manage it. When you bring things in without thinking it through, you're creating future work for yourself. It's like you're incurring organizational debt that you'll have to pay off later. The technique is simple but powerful. Before anything comes into your home, ask yourself 3 questions. First, do I really need this or do I just want it? Second, where exactly will it go? Third, what am I going to remove to make room for this new thing? If you can't answer these 3 questions clearly, don't let the object in. This applies to everything: clothes, decorative objects, electronics, books, plants, even those gifts you receive and bring home without thinking. Remember, your home is your sanctuary of peace, not a depository of things you may need one day. When you control the amount of stuff you bring in, an incredible change happens. Your house stops getting messy and starts to naturally stay organized. You spend less money, have less stuff to clean and take care of, and feel a mental lightness that is hard to explain. It's like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders that you didn't even know you were carrying. Tip 6. Create specific activity zones. The 6th habit is to create specific zones for each type of activity in your home. This means that each activity has a designated place to happen, with all the necessary materials organized there. Most people mix activities around, and this creates constant mental and physical clutter. When you eat in bed, work on the couch, study at the kitchen table, and watch TV in the bedroom, your mind can't associate each space with relaxation or concentration. The result You never get to truly rest anywhere in the house because all the spaces are mentally mixed up. To apply this technique, clearly define what each room in your home is for. The bedroom is only for sleeping and getting dressed. The living room is for relaxing and entertaining. The kitchen table is for eating. If you have a work area, it is only for working. And organize each space with everything you need for that specific activity. For example, if you have a reading nook, keep a suitable lamp there, a place to put your glass of water, and a small bookshelf with the books you are currently reading. If you have an exercise area, keep your mat, equipment, and a clean towel there. Don't leave these items lying around the house. The result is magical. Your mind automatically starts preparing for each activity when you enter the right environment. You sleep better in your bedroom, concentrate better at work, and relax more deeply in your living room. It's as if each room in your home gains its own personality and helps you live better. Tip 7. Practice nightly reset. The seventh and final habit is to do a complete reset of your home every night before going to bed. This means taking 15 minutes out of your day to get everything ready for the next day. It may seem like a lot of work, but it's actually the habit that will give you the most peace and tranquility. Think of it this way. When you wake up in the morning and find your house in order, you start the day with positive energy. But when you wake up and see a mess, piles of laundry, dishes in the sink, and things scattered around, you start the day already tired. The nightly reset is a gift you give yourself for the next day. The nightly reset has a very simple sequence. First, you pick up everything that is out of place and put everything back where it belongs. Then, you quickly clean the main surfaces, the kitchen counter, the living room table, the bedroom nightstand. Finally, you prepare a few things for the next day. You set out your clothes, set the breakfast table, and organize your bag or backpack. It may seem like a lot of work, but once you get used to it, you can do it all in 15 minutes or less. And the benefits are incredible. You sleep better because your mind relaxes, knowing that everything is in order. You wake up feeling more energized because you don't have to worry about mess. And your home maintains that peaceful and tranquil vibe that you crave. The nightly reset is like a reset button that you press in your home every day. No matter how busy or chaotic your day was, you always end up with everything back on track. And this feeling of control and organization reflects on your peace of mind in ways you might not even imagine. Before I move on to the next tip, I want to tell you about something special I prepared for those who want to go beyond this video. It's a complete guide with organization secrets that completely transform my home and can transform yours too. The link is in the pinned comment. And for a limited time, I'm offering a special discount for channel subscribers. Now let's continue with the next tips, which are some of my favorites. Tip 8. Cultivate intentional silence. The 8th habit is to cultivate moments of intentional silence in your home every day. I'm not just talking about turning off the TV or radio, but creating periods where you embrace silence as something sacred and restorative. Most people are afraid of silence and fill their homes with noise all the time, without realizing how this affects their inner peace. We live in an age where there's always some kind of sound going on. The TV on in the background, music playing, phone notifications, neighbors chattering. Our brains never get a chance to truly rest. And when they don't rest, our bodies don't fully relax either. That's why you can be at home for hours and still feel tense. To practice intentional silence, choose at least one time of day where you turn off everything that makes noise. It could be early in the morning while you drink your coffee. It could be in the afternoon when you get home from work, or it could be at night before you go to sleep. The important thing is that it be a sacred moment just for you, where you allow your home to breathe in silence. During this time, you can simply sit and listen to the natural sounds, your own breathing, the wind in the trees outside, the birds, or even complete silence. You'll notice that your home has an energy of its own when it's quiet, a gentle presence that's usually hidden beneath all the noise. The benefits are profound. You'll sleep better, think more clearly, and feel an inner peace you may not have felt in years. Your home will become a true haven, a place where you can truly relax from the hustle and bustle of the outside world. Tip 9. Keep surfaces clear. The 9th habit is to keep the main surfaces in your home clear and ready for use. This includes tables, countertops, beds, couches, and anywhere else you put things during the day. When these surfaces are always cluttered with objects, your home loses its ability to be both functional and relaxing. Think about how you feel when you get home and want to put down a bag, but the table is full of things. Or when you want to sit on the couch, but first have to remove clothes, pillows, and remote controls. These little obstacles create a constant irritation that gradually undermines your peace. The secret is to have what I call the free surface rule. Every time you use a surface, you make it free again before leaving the room. Did you use the table for lunch? Clean it and leave it free. Did you put clothes on the bed? Put them away or hang them up before leaving the room. Did you put things on the kitchen counter? Put them back where they belong. It may seem like an exaggeration, but when you adopt this rule, your home will become incredibly fluid. You will always have somewhere to put what you need. You will never have to keep moving things around, and your home will look much cleaner and more organized. It will be as if each room is always ready to welcome you. Additionally, clear surfaces create a psychological sense of space and possibility. When you look at an empty desk, your mind relaxes. When you look at a desk full of stuff, your mind automatically thinks about the to-do list you need to get done. Keeping surfaces clear keeps your mind free too. Tip 10. Develop gratitude for your space. The 10th and final habit is to develop genuine gratitude for the space where you live. This may seem obvious, but most people have a demanding relationship with their home. They always focus on what is missing, what could be better, what they would like to change. This energy of constant dissatisfaction prevents you from feeling true peace in your home. When you don't like your space, you don't take good care of it. When you don't take good care of it, it doesn't look nice and organized. When it doesn't look nice, you like it even less. It's a cycle that only gets worse over time, and it leaves your home feeling energetically heavy. To break this cycle, start practicing active gratitude for your home every day. This means recognizing the good things it offers you: the roof over your head, the bed where you rest, the kitchen where you prepare your food, the bathroom where you take care of yourself. No matter how simple your space may be, it is serving you in important ways. One powerful technique is to do a small ritual of gratitude when you wake up and when you go to sleep. This can be as simple as a silent thought of gratitude or a few whispered words. The important thing is to recognize that your home is a blessing, not a problem to be solved. When you develop this gratitude, something magical happens. You naturally start to take better care of your space. You clean with more care, organize with more attention, and make small improvements out of love, not obligation. Your home responds to this positive energy by becoming more welcoming and harmonious. It's as if it knows it's loved and reciprocates this love by offering you more peace and tranquility. We've reached the end of these 10 tips that can completely transform the energy of your home. Remember when I said at the beginning that there are simple habits that can create an atmosphere of true peace? Now you know them all. Eliminate unnecessary sounds, create visual breathing points, organize by frequency of use, establish transition rituals, control the entry of objects, create specific zones, perform a nighttime reset, cultivate intentional silence, keep surfaces clear, and develop gratitude for your space. The most important thing of all is to understand that your home is much more than just a place where you live. It is a reflection of your inner peace, and at the same time, a powerful tool for creating that peace. When you care for it with intention and care, it cares for you in return. Don't try to implement all of these tips at once. Choose one that resonates with you the most and practice it for a week. Then add another and another. The transformation will happen gradually, but you will feel the difference from the first few days. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any tips that can change your life for the better. And tell me in the comments, which of these tips are you going to start applying today? I'm curious to know how your journey to a lighter, quieter, and more peaceful home will be.